Dear students, welcome you all to the session 2 video of Career Guidance. This video is about the Staff Selection Commission's Combined Higher Secondary Level Examination. Now, we know that Staff Selection Commission conducts examination for Group B and Group C level post in central government offices. And now, Staff Selection Commission has called application for the Combined Higher Secondary Level Examination. This is for Group C level post. So, like posts like lower division clerks, junior secretariat assistant, postal assistant, sorting assistant, and data entry operators. And the last date for submission of this application is December 15, 2020. The pay scale of these posts are 25,500 to 81,100, which means that the starting basic salary will be 25,500. You will be entitled to various allowances like dearness allowance, house rent allowance, city compensatory allowance, children's education allowance, medical allowance, apart from various perquisites which a central government office gives you. Now, the age limit for applying for this combined higher secondary level examination is 18 to 27 years. That is, candidate as on 1/1/2021, you must have completed 18 years and it must not cross 27 years. Candidates born before January 2nd, 1994 are not eligible to apply. And at the same time, candidates born after January 1, 2003 also cannot apply for this examination. But there are age relaxation for different categories. We'll see that is for SC/ST candidates, age relaxation of 5 years. For other backward class candidates, age relaxation for 3 years. And persons with disabilities, for them, based on the if they belong to general merit, they have got 10 years. If they belong to OBC, 13 years. If they are SC/ST, they get 15 years age relaxation. The qualification for all these posts is PUC pass, that is 12th standard pass is the qualification. Only in case of a data entry operator post in Comptroller and Auditor General Office, 12th standard science stream with mathematics as a subject is the requirement. So the qualification for the Group C post in central government offices is 12th standard pass, that is PUC pass, and the age limit is 18 to 27 years. Now, how to apply for this Staff Selection Commission examination? The website address is given, https ssc.nic.in. Now, in this website, there is a provision for registering. There is the process of one-time registration, wherein you'll have to register with your Aadhaar card number, mobile number, email ID, SSLC registration number, and your name as per SSLC marks card, your father's name, your mother's name, and other such details have to be recorded. And you get a OTP to your mobile number as well as email ID to verify. And the main important aspect here is you have to upload a color passport size photo of JPG format, and the size is 20 KB to 50 KB. And there are other conditions also. That is, the date on which the photograph is taken should be clearly printed on the photograph, and the photo should not be more than 3 months old from the date of publication of the notice of examination. If these conditions are not fulfilled, then there is every chance of the application being rejected. So you'll have to be very careful while uploading the color passport size photograph. The fees for this examination is rupees 100, which can be paid online through Beam UPI or Rupee debit or credit card, Visa card or MasterCard, or it can be paid in cash at various SBI branches. Fees exemption is available for women candidates, SC/ST candidates, persons with disabilities, as well as ex-servicemen. That is, these people need not pay the fees for the examination. And the Staff Selection Commission website gives the various center of examination, and we can choose the center of examination where we are willing to write the examination. There are code numbers allotted for various centers. You can choose the examination center. It has to be mentioned in the application form. Now, the examination is conducted in 3 stages. The first stage, Tier 1, is an objective type examination of 100 marks for 1 hour examination. And now we have Tier 2, which is a descriptive paper, and we have tier 3, which is a skill test or a typing test. So first stage is tier 1, objective type examination. The subjects will be English, general intelligence, quantitative aptitude, general awareness. The shortlisted candidates will be called for the second stage of examination, tier 2, which is a descriptive paper, mostly essay writing, and the shortlisted candidates again will be selected for tier 3, which is a skill test, computer test, or it may be to find out the typing speed, typing test. Now, the first tier 1 examination, as I said, it's a computer based examination. These 4 subjects, English, general intelligence, quantitative aptitude, and general awareness are included. 25 questions are there from each section. So, English 25 questions, general intelligence 25 questions, and quantitative aptitude and general awareness. So, totally 100 questions are there, and we have 1 hour, which means that we don't even have 1 minute for one question, isn't it? So there is another problem here, that is regarding the negative marking. If the answers are wrong, 50% of the marks will be deducted. So you'll have to be very careful while marking the answer. You'll have to mark only those questions which you actually know. You should not simply guess and mark the answer, because there is every chance that you may lose the marks which are gained, isn't it? So you have to be very careful regarding that. Now, the first paper, that is English language, the aspects which are included there, it is like spot the error, fill in the blanks, spellings, misspelled words will be given, one word substitution, active, passive, synonyms, antonyms, comprehension. These are basic grammar which you have studied. You can refer Objective English by S.P. Bakshi, which will be very useful, as well as Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis is also a very good book for students. The next one is General Intelligence. General intelligence, it is about your reasoning ability or your analytical reasoning or critical thinking ability will be judged. So you have various questions on patterns, Venn diagrams, questions on critical thinking, problem solving, word building, coding, decoding, or drawing inferences. There are various books available for these. You can refer Analytical Reasoning by M.K. Pandey, or a book by R.S. Agarwal, Reasoning by R.S. Agarwal is also good for this. The third aspect is quantitative aptitude, that is your numeric aptitude. Fundamental arithmetical operations like ratio, percentage, proportion, average, simple interest, compound interest, calculation of profit and loss, discount, time and distance, time and work, or such aspects will be covered in that. The number system, or aspects on algebra, geometry, trigonometry, or statistical charts like tables, graphs, histograms, frequency bar, pie chart, questions based on these there. So what we can do is the NCERT textbooks of 8th standard, 9th standard, and 10th standard are very useful. At the same time, quantitative aptitude books by R.S. Agarwal will also help you. And the fourth aspect in the tier 1 examination of Staff Selection Commission of combined higher secondary level examination is the general awareness. Questions on our country, our neighboring country, the history, geography, economics, general policy, research. We need to read the newspapers every day. You can also refer Manorama yearbook or any other yearbook which provide all these information. So we have the three stages of examination, that is tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. So now we'll concentrate on tier 1. Tier 1 examination is objective type examination, which is computer based. You have 4 subjects there: English, general intelligence, quantitative aptitude, and general awareness. So prepare well for all these, all the 4 topics. All the best for all of you. Thank you.